Welcome to Parthan in Weather. Today we are going to see about an interesting Indian Ocean dynamics, Indian Ocean dipole, an abnormal warming of sea surface along equatorial Indian Ocean. What is Indian Ocean dipole? The Indian Ocean dipole is defined by the difference in sea surface temperature between two areas, a western pole in the Arabian Sea and an eastern pole in East Indian Ocean south of Indonesia. Like ENSO, the change in temperature gradients across the Indian Ocean results in changes in ascending and descending of air. Indian Ocean dipole is an ocean and atmospheric coupled phenomenon along equatorial Indian Ocean. Generally, there is a thought that IOD has linked to ENSO in Pacific Ocean through an extended water circulation. This is why during Nino we see positive IOD and during La Nina we see negative IOD. Now let's see the types of Indian Ocean dipole. We have positive Indian Ocean dipole and negative Indian Ocean dipole. During positive Indian Ocean dipole, West Indian Ocean becomes warmer and East Indian Ocean becomes cooler than normal. So this is when the change in weather pattern happens across the Indian Ocean islands and also over Asia. During negative Indian Ocean dipole, East Indian Ocean becomes warmer and West Indian Ocean becomes cooler. During positive IOD, the warm and moist air over West Indian Ocean, whereas cool and dry air over East Indian Ocean. The surface level wind pattern always moves from cool zone to warm zone. So that is the equatorial Indian Ocean gets easterlies. Then after reaching the West Indian Ocean, air ascending means rising in altitude and reaches upper troposphere. After reaching upper troposphere, it again becomes the easterlies, then comes back to East Indian Ocean. Once reaching the East Indian Ocean, again it descends down to surface. So again, it's like a circulation. So what happens is that the result, the dry air over East Indian Ocean region and moisture filled atmosphere over West Indian Ocean. Let's see about negative Indian Ocean dipole. This is exactly opposite to positive Indian Ocean dipole. Cool and dry air over West Indian Ocean and warm and moist air over East Indian Ocean. Again, there is a reversal. The equatorial westerlies takes place, that is, wind moves at surface level from west to east. After reaching the East Indian Ocean, ascending of air happens over East Indian Ocean and rises up to upper tropospheric layer. Once it reaches upper troposphere, it becomes the easterlies. Once it reaches the West Indian Ocean, again it descends down to surface level in West Indian Ocean. So the result is dry air over West Indian Ocean and moisture filled atmosphere over East Indian Ocean. So now let's see how arrival of Indian Ocean dipole is identified. IOD generally measured by an index, that is difference between SST anomalies in Western and Eastern Indian Ocean. For example, in Western Indian Ocean, they take 50° east to 70° east longitude and 10° south to 10° north latitude. Over East Indian Ocean, they observe sea surface temperature between 90° east to 110° east longitude and 10° south to 0° south latitude. This index is called the dipole mode index. So this is the observation area. So basically, the positive or a negative IOD will be declared based on the sea surface temperature anomaly. If the anomaly is greater than 0.4 degrees Celsius over West Indian Ocean and less than zero point 0.4 degrees Celsius over East Indian Ocean, that is when the positive or negative IOD is declared, and it has to be sustained for over 4 to 6 weeks. Now let's see what is happening. What is bringing this change in sea surface temperature? There are two things we have to know basically, that is upwelling and downwelling. This dipole in SST is mainly caused by change in wind direction. So for example, during the normal monsoon season from June, there is a west to east moving wind along the Arabian Sea. So the wind moves along the Somali coast of East Africa. That is when the upwelling created. So that is when the SST sea surface temperature comes down. So this monsoon wind weakens during the fall, that is during the winter, and that weakens the upwelling in the region over near the Somali coast of East Africa, and this causes a rise in sea surface temperature. Whereas the same during June time, a downwelling happens over the East Indian Ocean. That is here, the downwelling you can see, the wind directly hits the coast of Indonesia, and this increases the sea surface temperatures. So this is called downwelling. So ultimately, downwelling increases the sea surface temperature, and upwelling decreases the sea surface temperature. During the peak phase of an IOD event, the equatorial winds reverse direction from westerlies to easterlies. As I said, uh, the normal scenario is upwelling over the West Indian Ocean during the southwest monsoon season. But when a positive IOD event occurs, the upwelling changes to downwelling, and the downwelling here will become an upwelling. So there will be an equatorial easterlies forming. As we saw in the previous picture, the arrow mark I showed, the surface wind will be moving from East Indian Ocean to West Indian Ocean. That is called positive Indian Ocean dipole. The easterly alongshore wind near Sumatra Island also enhances the upwelling in the Eastern Indian Ocean, which contributes to the cooling of the SSTs of Sumatra. So the sea surface temperature cooling happens along Sumatra. This is when positive IOD occurs. So the same scenario you can see in opposite direction for negative Indian Ocean dipole. So the characteristics of upwelling and downwelling. You can see that in the picture you can see the wind moving along the offshore, and because of the strong wind moving along the coast, there is an Ekman transport, that is the pressure is getting released, and there is a surface level ocean current divergence happens. It moves away from the coast. The current moves away from the coast, and this is when upwelling happens, and this upwelling reduces the sea surface temperature and cools down the ocean. Whereas during downwelling, you can see the wind moves along the coast from north to south. This is south to north, and this is north to south, and it invites the Ekman transport towards the coast, and it hits the coast. So this is when the downwelling happens. Once the downwelling happens, that is when the sea surface temperature increases. So upwelling occurs in the open ocean and along coastline. This is due to divergence in surface ocean currents, which allow the deeper thermocline to rise from deep water to surface of ocean. Whereas in downwelling, it is exactly opposite, where surface currents are converging or moving to one place. This sinks higher density material beneath the warm water. This happens when surface wind moves towards a place or converges. Now let us see about thermocline. We saw in the previous slide about the thermocline. It's a transition layer between warmer mixed water at the surface and the cooler deep water below. So the upwelling and downwelling process makes thermocline layer to alter its position. So the place where the upwelling is, the thermocline will be staying at the surface. The place where downwelling is, the thermocline goes deeper into the ocean. So as we are going to see the weak negative Indian Ocean dipole in the next 2 months, so I am concentrating on negative Indian Ocean dipole. So during this negative Indian Ocean dipole, Indian Ocean warmer over the east and cooler over the west. So east has deeper thermocline. So what I said is the downwelling, wherever the downwelling area is, that is where the thermocline goes deeper into the ocean, and mixed layer which supports a more convective atmosphere than in the west. So the convective atmosphere happens over East Indian Ocean during negative phase of Indian Ocean dipole. So the thermocline will be deep over East Indian Ocean and near surface over the West Indian Ocean. This is what I have shown in the picture. You can see that SST is cooler here, the blue color, and the red color, the SST is warm. This is negative phase of Indian Ocean dipole. So here the thermocline over surface, whereas here it goes deeper into the ocean. So this is where the cooler surface ocean happens. So the thermocline is in the pink color shown line. It is near the surface. Where the warmer ocean occurs, and the thermocline goes deeper into the ocean. So during October 1997, which was the strongest positive Indian Ocean dipole so far, you can see the West Indian Ocean is very warm and East Indian Ocean is very cool. And you can see the wind pattern at 1.5 kilometer above mean sea level, moving from east to west. That is from East Indian Ocean to West Indian Ocean. So the wind pattern from surface to 3 kilometer above sea level always move from cool zone to warm zone. This is 2016 negative Indian Ocean dipole. This is also during October 2016. You can see that cooler sea surface over West Indian Ocean and warm over East Indian Ocean. And the wind pattern at 1.5 km above sea level is from west to east. This is the latest observation on 16th July 2020. You can see in June there was a warm zone here, and in July slowly the transition phase is happening. It has the warm waters moved towards Central Indian Ocean, and the leading models in the world like ECNWF, Meteo, and NASA predicting that Indian Ocean dipole becomes negative by September. Now let's see the Indian Ocean dipole years so far. First, let's see positive Indian Ocean dipole years. We all know that 1997-2015 was a great year. We cannot forget this. These were the flooded years, and we got excess northeast monsoon rainfall in Tamil Nadu. Also, 1994 was a great year, and this 1997 and 2015 has helped us with very bountiful rainfall because of El Nino support. Because that is when the Western Pacific was cooler than normal. So when Western Pacific was cooler than normal, the wind from South China Sea moves towards the Bay of Bengal, and that is when we get more rainfall. These are the years for negative Indian Ocean dipole. We had a great negative Indian Ocean, northeast monsoon in 1996, 2010, and so also the normal rainfall in 2014 and 1998 too. So all these years we got a normal rainfall. 1996 and 2010 was above normal rainfall. Now let's see the conclusion. What we learned: Indian Ocean dipole is an ocean atmospheric coupling through warming of ocean, and the moisture is released into atmosphere. Increase in sea surface temperature occurs when wind anomaly increases towards a particular coast, that is downwelling. It decreases when it moves away from that coast, that is upwelling. Sea surface current divergence creates upwelling, and causes convergence causes downwelling. Thermocline is a thin layer of ocean surface which will be near surface where sea surface temperature is cooler, and deeper in ocean where the surface is warm. Warm zone increases moisture and brings convective clouds, whereas cool zone will be dry. I hope you all learned something basic about the Indian Ocean Dipole. I'm not going in depth. This is basic about Indian Ocean Dipole and weather pattern changes over Asia and Australia. If you like this video, please like and share it with your friends and relatives. If you have any questions, please post it in comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thanking you so much for watching this video. And in YouTube, you can see whenever the video is getting posted. And if you want day-to-day updates,